Hey, you dudes, what's up? It's your boy, Chap here, and welcome back. Now, many of you have been asking, Chapman, how the heck do you build that gold farm? I'm gonna show you. These right here, these are the items that you're going to need. You're gonna need 3.5 shulker boxes full of magma blocks. You're gonna need an almost full shulker box full of glass. And these right here, these are the essential items that you're going to need for the farm. Now, keep in mind, you are going to need to bring along 24 minecarts. Now, I mean, if you're building a farm like this, I'm going to assume that you have an iron farm, so yeah. So bring a couple of stacks of iron along with you in order to build your minecarts, and let's get into it. Okay, the first thing that we're going to do for this gold farm, you're going to want to make sure that you're in the nether waste biome, and then you're going to walk each direction to make sure that you're in the nether waste biome for at least 5 or 6 chunks, because this farm is so wide, you don't want it to kind of creep out and onto like a soul sand valley or something like that, because yeah. So find yourself a nether waste biome and build yourself up to Y229. And 229. Now what you're going to do is you're going to build yourself a 5. That's 5 wide and 10 long platform made out of glass. So that is 5 by 10. Okay, now what we're going to do is you're just going to pick a side, and this is the side we're going to start from, and we're going to run 5 blocks in a row, and this is where we're going to build 5 item sorters. So place 5 repeaters on top of a block facing inwards, run a row of blocks on the back of the repeaters, a row of blocks on top of them, 2 more to the front, and then 1 more row in front of the repeaters. Now we're going to take our redstone torches. We're going to build a little step up on top, and we're going to take 4 comparators, and we're going to have them facing inwards with redstone dust covering the rest of all of this. This is how you build a basic item sorter right here. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your 5 hoppers, and you're going to point them all going into those comparators. And then just take some sort of block that's never going to go through the system. For instance, like dirt. Why would dirt ever come out of a gold farm? And you're going to put 4 of them in the back of each slot here. But we'll come back and worry about this once we get everything else all done. Coming back up to the top, we're going to put down 1 piece of obsidian and then 4 more ice in front of it. And another piece of obsidian at the end. Above this hopper right here, we're going to put down a honey block. And then we're going to turn the corner. 1, 2 pieces of obsidian. We're going to put a slime block right there, obsidian on all sides, including the top. We're going to bring those 2 forward, and another piece of slime right there. Off the back, temporary, temporary. This is so that way we can put a sticky piston facing in. We want to do that for this slime block too as well. Off the back of this piston, we want to come out 2 wide and make this 6 long in total. And then we're going to turn to the inside, and we're going to make this another 2 by 2, which should give us a little bit of an L like so. Off of this corner, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And this is the platform we're going to use for the redstone. So starting from the end right here, go 1, 2, run 4 repeaters going all the way to the corner. Redstone. Repeater, repeater, repeater. Redstone dust right here. Redstone dust at the end. Repeater going that direction. Turn the corner. And now you want to make sure that you set all of these repeaters to 4 ticks. Every single one of them. We can always increase the timings on this to make this a little faster later on if we would like to. But this is a good safe bet right there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go temporary block with a piece of obsidian. With 1 dropper facing in, and then this can be a little tricky, but we need 1 dropper facing down. Straight down into that hole. And that is the timing right there that is going to fire these pistons that go back and forwards, which line everything up and push them along these hoppers. Now what we're going to do is we're going to set up the activator system in order to power all of this and these droppers right here. So in this little gap at the end, we're going to put down a temporary block with an observer facing up like so, with another temporary block off the backside, and then we're going to make a 2 by 3 platform like so, with a solid block right there on the end, sticky piston coming off of it, and a slime block on top. You're going to want to remove these temporary blocks, and now we're going to come to the inside corner of this platform, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with another solid block on top, and then we're just going to stair up right like this. We're going to put down 2 glass blocks here, solid block on top, another solid block on the opposite side, Repeater facing into those droppers. That's going to power both of them. Observer facing in with a repeater coming out the back. 2 pieces of redstone dust. Another one there in the corner. Comparator. Turn the other direction. Comparator. That's going to make a pulse extender. Then just take your redstone dust. Run it up and around everything here. Put your redstone torches on the outsides of these blocks. That is going to make all of this tick and fire and kind of burn out like that. Okay, now putting a lever on top of this block right here, this is what we're going to use to activate the system. But if your system does this right here, all we have to do is set this repeater to 2 ticks, and you can see we have a back and forwards action happening on these pistons, and both of these pistons are getting powered, and all of the items are getting shot down and dropped down into place. Okay, and believe it or not, that is all the hard stuff done and complete. We're literally we're pretty much like we're done. The only thing we have left to do now is we need to set some hoppers running into those droppers right there. We're gonna have another 2 with 2 more going down into those ones. On the front side here, we're gonna have 2 hoppers going into those center hoppers. Another one going into the side, another one going down. And then we're just gonna make this a nice 3x3 of hoppers. Okay, up on the hoppers here, on the opposite of the ones facing in, we're going to put a 2-high wall that is 3 wide. And now you have the task of trying to get your rails to all point forwards. And the rails in Minecraft are the most unintuitive things, so good luck with that. Now you're going to take your trapdoors and you're going to run 3 wide across these hoppers right here, and then you're going to make that wall 4 tall, and you're going to do that on both sides. You want to make sure too that all of these trapdoors can close upwards, but we're going to leave the bottom ones down. And now on both sides of the rails, you're going to make a 2-high wall, and then bring your glass out and around the walls right here like so. And this right here, this is where we are going to funnel all the piglins in, so we need to build a wall up on the sides, 2 high. And then coming to the outside here, what we're going to do is we're going to wrap out and around. And we're going to make this little pathway here 6 blocks long. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we're going to take our walls and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do the same thing for the opposite side. So here we are. 1, that's 6. 5 walls. And then we can connect these up. Put an extra trapdoor anywhere on here that you would like to. We're going to take the glass. We're going to come around the outside here. And we're going to connect this up too as well. And now you want to make sure that you leave an air block underneath these walls right here. Because if there's another wall here or if there's any other block, it's going to mess with the flow. And now here we have 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. This front side here, what you're going to do is you're going to make a 19 long pathway. That's including the block here that we're standing on. 18, 19. So that's 19 blocks long. And then for the other 3, you're going to make them 21 blocks long. So that's 21 blocks long, all the way up to the glass one right there. Just do that on the other 2 sides. And then you're just going to make all of these platforms 3 blocks wide. Okay, once you're all done, you should have 4 platforms all complete, or 4 runways all complete, I should say. The front one here being 19 blocks long, with the other 3 being 21 blocks long. Now what you're going to do is you're just going to come to the corners and you're just going to basically round this out as much as you want. But you just want to give all of your piglins enough room to basically run around the corners here. So they're going to be running down these runways. You need enough room for them to run around, pathfind into here, and then we are done. Okay, and now for your platforms, we have enough room for this before build height to build 5 platforms and a single glass roof. Now to build your platforms, it really doesn't matter which size you build this. And then you just fill all of this in. You want to leave a 2-block gap in order for your piglins to spawn on. That is where your next floor is going to be. And then you just repeat that on all 4 sides. Okay, once you have all of your platforms done and in place, Your final step now is to put all of your minecarts in. So you can see here, the farm is ready. We should have piglins spawning all over the place. Don't hit anybody. Come down to the bottom here and just build yourself a nice little temporary platform. Set yourself up a crafting table, and one of the best ways to do it is just to hold control and just throw all of your minecarts down on the ground. So you can see there, all the minecarts are down and waiting for us. Now what we're going to do is we're going to aim right at that center rail, and we're just going to put down 24 minecarts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 24. That's 24 on that rail. So now what we're going to do is we're going to switch to this one, and be very careful not to click into those minecarts. Okay, and that's 24 minecarts and 2 of them. Now we'll just switch over to the other side and do that same thing. Okay, and with all of your minecarts set, now before we start the farm, what you want to do is you want to make sure you come to the back side, and you want to close all of this in because we don't want any items to fall out whatsoever. Same with these spots here, like we said, just fill anything in that you can. Your final steps are just to enclose all of this stuff here. Make sure nothing is in these top 5 hoppers. You want them to be empty for now. Again, make sure everything here is closed in so that way no items can spill out or spit out anywhere. We're going to come to the top side here. We're going to jump down into our little pit. We're going to add 1 minecart on the back, 1 more above it, 1 more on each side below us. This one is to hold us in place, and this one is to make sure that no experience goes flying out or falling down anywhere. You can even add in 2 more on the opposite sides to be extra safe. Once you come this far, your farm is officially done. You should have all of your platforms in place. You should have the glass on top. That is going to stop any gas from spawning. And you can see, without finessing any of the outsides here, now all we're going to do is we're going to activate the system. We're going to take a shot at 1 piglin, and you're going to see the farm is ready. So we now have all 4 tunnels, and we haven't placed any slabs down whatsoever yet. We haven't even touched anything down there. But all we're going to do is we're just going to let this system run for just a couple of minutes, and that's going to give us some items down there in the hoppers. Oh, never mind. It's going to give us items down there on the ground. Okay, we've already got the items that we need. So let's just leave. So now just drop down to the ground, grab the items that you're going to need in order to sort the system out, fly back up, and then put whatever you need in each of these systems right here. So you can do 2 or 3 of your gold ingots, and then you can do your final 2 chests. You might actually want to do 2 ingots, 2 nuggets, and then 1 for rotten flesh, but you can essentially make this however big that you absolutely want to. Your final step now, after locking all of the hoppers with whatever items that you want, you're just going to take some chests, you're going to put some double chests down, with the other sets just below the locked ones, running into those chests. And I mean, basically, you can make these as deep and as long as you would like to. That pusher right there is good enough to send those items down for a long, long ways. Now, a lot of the extra redstone that I brought along was used to basically extend these item sorters and to add in some extra ones. But let's say you wanted to turn the corner with these ice roads. I'll show you really quickly how to basically turn this corner. All you're going to do is you're going to put a piece of string down on top of the ice with an observer facing down into the string. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put down a temporary block with a honey block at the end, 2 temporary blocks off of the honey block, slime block, temporary block, sticky piston facing in, and then you're just going to take some builder blocks and you're going to run them out and around, connecting up to that observer. From that observer, you're going to go 1, 2 pieces of redstone dust, repeater set to 4 ticks, with 3 more pieces of redstone dust running down to that piston. Remove all of your temporary blocks, grab some more ice, and run your ice coming off this direction. And now, any items that get shot into there are going to get shot down. The extras will get bundled up here along this back corner. So all of the items come down here. They get pushed along this back wall. And then they get sent down the front side here. So this front side is where you're going to want to put your hoppers for all of these extra items that come down. Okay, so you can see that. Okay, but now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stand here. I'm probably going to need to open this trap door. We're going to turn the system on. And now I'm going to do an hour test. I'm just going to stand here for an hour. Wait, first let's see how long it takes to get to 30. That's not too bad. I'll see you guys in an hour. It's been an hour. Okay, so we've got 160 levels. I wonder if there's anything left down there. 164 levels. There's nothing left in the system, so let's just go see what we got after an hour. Okay, rotten flesh. Nice. So we're nearly full on 2 chests. We might as well say we're full on 2 chests if we do this. Okay, not bad for those as well. 118 gold blocks per hour, just from standing there, and 164 levels. Now on the hardcore series, I did put the little ring of glass around all of these platforms at the top in order to do whatever it is. It was a lot of effort. I didn't see any improvement in the rates whatsoever. So it's up to you what you want to do. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Shop Happy Chappy for your world downloads. Everything's in the description. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.